Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Rebecca Gabrielle. We're going to be doing a reading for Aries for the month of September. So if you are new to my channel, a very warm welcome to you, and if not, you are a regular, great to have you back. Aries, let's get into your reading. I'm going to pull a few cards from the Psychic Tarot deck just to see what the flavour of your message, the focus is for September. So thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Aries. What is coming up for Aries in the month of September? Interesting. So we have the card Heartache and Loss and Destiny, Recognition and Reward and Spiritual Union. All right, so let's get into this. The heartache and loss, I feel like, has been a time where you've been mentally inward focused for a little while, and perhaps for a period of time there's been some memories of things that have felt a little bit challenging, Aries. And I feel that it's more of a space where you've needed to come to a place of inner resolution about things that have occurred in your life. And I see this as being more of a place to be able to heal and reconcile for yourself, and then put these things aside now to say, okay, I've dealt with that. I've come to the realization of certain things in my life, and I've made sense of them, made peace with them, and it's sort of, I'm now okay with that. So there may have been things in your life that have come to the surface that were initially a little painful, but I'm getting the sense these are more about memories and things that have occurred in the past, but now you're able to resolve them for yourselves and move on. And so the next card is truly about your destiny. I feel that your focus now is shifting away from that to, okay, now that I've dealt with that, I feel free to move on. I feel free to focus on my reason and my purpose in this lifetime and what it is that I want to achieve. Because the next three cards are now much more about the future and your growth. And I feel like this first card was like, okay, I've finished that chapter, I'm ready to move on, and now we've got destiny and we've got recognition and reward, feeling a sense of accomplishment, and self-accomplishment. Self-acknowledgement. You are actually going, you know what? When I look back on what I've achieved in the last 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, I've done a great job. And that self-assessment and self-acknowledgement is so important to you as part of your journey. And it's sort of like the other end of the spectrum of what was previously painful, and you've resolved, and it's now, you know what, I've just learned so much, I've grown in this way, I've done really well, my career, my job, my personal life, and it's also probably you receiving the feedback from other people at the moment around you, and for a moment in time you're going, thank you, I received that positive feedback, thank you very much, and well done you. So yeah, take that on board and know that you deserve the accolades there, Aries. And then we have the beautiful Spiritual Union card. So perhaps for some of you out there, Aries, you are coming into a realization of how you are deeply connected with another soul in your life, and there's this beautiful understanding and connection with each other where words are not necessary, and this is a deep connection, an eternal connection there, and both of you are feeling very at one, in alignment, fulfilled at this time in your life. And it's a very obvious time in your life where this is a focus for you at the moment, and that's really beautiful. So really take that on board as part of your recognition as well. And this is meant to be. This is your destiny, and this spiritual union is meant to be. So well done, Aries. So I'm going to pull a few cards now from the Energy Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. So the first card that's come up is the Temple Path, and September is a month where you're feeling very in tune with yourself and coming off the back of that acknowledgement of how well you've done. The Temple Path is about now seeing you from a more evolved space and your purpose in this lifetime, what you're here to do and what you're here to achieve, and honouring that for yourself. And it's important that you do, that you see your own skills, gifts and talents. You see your reason for being here. You see and understand why you choose to focus in a certain area and the impact that you can have. It's also realising that the experiences that you've had in your life up until now have all been divinely guided. They've all been necessary. So even when we go through periods of time in our life which do represent grieving, heartache and loss, things that haven't felt great, you can now see and look at that period of time as, well, gosh, I really learned a lot about myself during this time. Because truly, when we're looking at our spiritual purpose and our reason for being here, it is the same for all of us. It's about coming to a deeper understanding of ourselves and learning and growing from those spiritual lessons. So I feel that you are coming into your own and really seeing that for yourself. And there's a great, beautiful upliftment with that energy and that self-awareness. It does help you to feel that you're expanding and growing and evolving into a higher version of yourself. So you're feeling a little wiser for your experiences, which is beautiful. We have the community card here too, which means in September you're going to be socializing, connecting with people, seeing the benefits of doing that, particularly with like-minded people in your life. And it's a time to celebrate, which is beautiful. So enjoy those celebrations, enjoy how it lifts your spirits and helps you to feel really good about yourself and to fill your cup. And for those of you who are celebrating this spiritual union, perhaps those celebrations are something to do with that as well. Yeah. Then we have the first chakra, Archangel Michael. Now this is really tapping into what you sense to be your foundations in your life and what's important to you. Feeling very grounded in your energy. Being aware of what it is that you need to protect yourself from a point of view of how do I grow me in a very stable way? How do I ensure that I have my needs met in now and in the future? What is it that I want to create in my life to ensure that I feel grounded, that I am able to protect my assets, what's important and valuable to me? It's also a very earthy energy of feeling quite content with who you are as a person and feeling proud of what you've accomplished, because it does sit under the rewards and recognition card. So it's feeling that sense of, I'm proud of what I've achieved. I've created a good solid foundation for myself. I feel grounded. I feel that I know myself really well, which is that earthy side to the spiritual knowing of who you are. Beautiful. And then we head back on up to the spiritual realm here with the Healer of the Angels, Healer of the Ages card. And this is tapping into your divinity, let's just say. This is tapping into, well, what do I know and appreciate about myself in terms of my health and well-being? What do I recognize is essential in my life to ensure a balance, that I'm always taking care of my health and well-being? What is it that I need to feel most alive, most empowered, most inspired? Because I feel that as you recognize your spiritual journey, you recognize what you've achieved in the earthly realm in terms of accomplishments, this is really helping you to heal on so many other levels, at a soul level, mental and emotional level, and a physical level. So the Healer of the Ages is you're attracting divine support here for your healing. You're also tapping into your own ability to heal yourself. So this is really beautiful. It's a time of energy flow, deeper understanding of yourself, and really being able to resolve a lot of things all at the same time for yourself, coming into an alignment with your truth, your values, what's important to you, and feeling really strong in this way. I feel that you're also opening up yourself for expansion and transformation in quite a magnificent way. You even surprise yourself as to how things are changing within you, how you feel transformed at this period of time. You're knowing that with the path that you're on at the moment and the culmination of things that are coming together, you're knowing that deep healing is occurring for you. That's really special. That's amazing. All right. I'm going to pull some cards from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck for you, Aries. What else does Aries need to know, please, in the month of September? Yeah, a little bit more of the same about the importance of nourishing you, nourishing your soul, nourishing your mental and emotional and physical well-being. So we have the nourishment card here. It's also a celebration of life and high energy, and really knowing that gone are the days of dismissing your value, not treating yourself well. Now moving into a place of high self-regard, self-respect, and really appreciating you on a totally new level. So you're honoring you, and you're doing what it takes to bring goodness into your life, health and well-being, because I feel with the spiritual transformation that's happening, it's like you're stepping up in terms of your standards, your view of the world, your view of others. All of this is, of course, contributing to your inner healing. The next card is an interesting card. This is about your will, your choice, where to focus your energy, and this is about choosing and to understand what decisions to make and what action to take, and recognizing it's always about your choice, what you choose to do, how you choose to view things, your perceptions, and knowing that regardless of what happens in life, it's always about your choice. No one can ever take that away from you, and you should always focus on what is most important for you, regardless of what people say or the situations that you're in. However else others may even impress upon you, life is, and freedom is, the ability to choose for you and to choose wisely. And I feel that you're recognizing that power lies within your own personal leadership. Power lies within your own choice to decide for yourself how you think or believe about something, to decide for yourself what actions to take. To even decide to change your mind on something is perfectly fine. You have the freedom to do that, and the individual will and independence to do that. So what's going on for you with all of the expansion and change and the transformation that's happening for you is that you're being very conscious and mindful of what needs to change in your life, and that only you can be responsible for the changes you make. Perhaps you're realizing that you'd like to develop new kinds of habits, new beliefs. Decide that instead of ignoring this or that in your life, you're now going to give it due attention because you see greater value in it now. So when we decide to change, to do something, whether it's changing an old habit to create one that is helping and serving us, we know that sometimes with change it can be a little challenging. So do expect that. Things don't go all smoothly. I was saying this in another reading. When change happens and we're going through a transformation, expect you're going to feel a little triggered. Expect that your energy will be feeling a little bit lower through the process, because you are really thinking things through. And when we create a change, it requires more energy, mentally, emotionally. It requires us to be a little uncomfortable, Aries. So just know that that is part of the process. But with focus, with being persistent, with commitment to yourself, you certainly get there and make the most of it. And when we're talking about individual will and choice and discernment, we're also recognizing, Aries, that, and being an initiator in the zodiac, you don't mind being different to everyone else. You don't mind being a little bit controversial. You don't mind stepping off the beaten track. And that's what makes you an individual. And so sometimes there'll be times, Aries, that you just like to do things your own way in your own time. And that's okay too. That's a part of who you are. The important thing is not to project that onto others. Just own it for yourself, and to own your own decisions and choices, and know that you don't mind being different to everyone else. But certainly you can use this period of time of knowing your independence, choosing for yourself. You can use this time and opportunity to be productive, to make good decisions, smart decisions, and to know that you are free to do that. And then in the mix of all of this, we've got the message around boundaries, personal boundaries. So as you are looking at what you may like to change in your life, looking at how you assert your will and your choices, you're also recognizing that through this period of time and change, you need to create some personal boundaries to manage your energy and to do what is right for you. So honor that period of time. There'll be times when you just need to be on your own to self-reflect or to process something. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's a really good idea. It helps you to understand what it is that you need. It helps you and gives you time to marinate or process things, marinate on things or process things. And that's important because as you honor your personal boundaries, you teach others to do the same. You teach others how to treat you by doing that. So if you are needing time for yourself to process emotions, to think something through, to restore your energy, then do that. It helps other people know how to interact with you as well, and it gives them a good message about their own personal boundaries. It's also about being sensitive to the boundaries of other people. So sometimes, Aries, being a fire sign, maybe you need to do a self-check. Are you honouring the boundaries of other people? Because certainly we can be forgetful and we can overstep the mark, particularly if you're practicing the skill of asserting your will. Are you doing it in a way that honours other people's boundaries, not just your own? Okay, all right. So, moving right ahead, what else does Spirit want you to be aware of for the month of September? We'll pull a card or two from the, what do we call it? The Oracle of the Angels deck for you, Aries, for the month of September. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Oh, yes. Well, we know this. This period of beautiful growth is helping you to ascend to a new level of spiritual awareness, inner wisdom, growth, insight, foresight, insight for yourself, foresight for the future, and really stepping up in your life in terms of your standards, your habits, where you choose to focus. Sometimes we just need to be in a space of being by ourselves to allow us to have the awarenesses, to have the insights. And if those insights are about yourself, that's great. They could also be about the insights of others around you. And what comes to mind is, the significant people in our life. Those insights are helping you to do a lot of inner healing and growth, by the way, Aries. Healer of the ages here. You are really seeing yourself go to a new level here. I love this. And self-honouring, self-acknowledgement, which we touched on at the beginning of the reading, is is important. So the I Am Beautiful card is seeing your own gifts and talents, and perhaps if you have been a little bit self-judgmental, or I'm going to say, Aries, when we do a lot of judging of others, circumstances, people, situations, it really is a projection that we are judging ourselves as well. We have a lot of rules and conditions. I feel that you're learning to let that go, and you're starting to see the beauty within you, and as you see the beauty in you, you see the beauty in others. So I love this I Am Beautiful card. Your whole world, you're starting to see through a completely different lens, and that's beautiful. Well done. So I'm going to pull a few cards now from the Gilded Tarot deck for you, Aries, before we finish up. So thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. What's coming up the next couple of weeks for Aries in the month of September? Okay. Right, well, it seems like we've got some decisions, some choices to make, which, you know, is in alignment with the Will card here. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So, wow, lots of thinking going on, Aries. We've got the Ace of Swords. So this is a card of inspiration, getting ideas, new information, processing all of that, feeling quite inspired and uplifted, which is great. That's a beautiful match to the spiritual growth that you're going through. But all of this is also leading you in a direction, well, I've got to start making some choices now. So we've got the Two of Pentacles here. Now, when we're in a place of needing to make some choices, and it could be around money, it could be around your physical location, because I was immediately drawn to the ship here on the water, which means travel. Maybe it's stirring up some emotions, the fact that you've got to make a choice, and at the moment you're undecided because there's equal weight between these two pentacles. Either way, I feel you're not going to make a wrong decision. It's just tapping into what you feel is right for you in this moment. Okay, so either way, your decision will bring you the happiness and abundance that you want. So don't let it weigh too heavily on you. I know that you're kind of a little bit in that reflection mode of what has been in terms of the past. Oh, what about family? What about this and that? Remembering the good times, feeling connected with those experiences with either family, friends, place, things that are familiar to you. There's a lot of tapping into that energy, which is a nice feeling energy. But somewhere in there you're realizing at some point there, when we grow, and this is the discomfort that we mentioned earlier, when we're growing, expect there to be some discomfort. That is just a given. So I can see that you're mulling over, well, this has been really great in my life, and I want to move away from this comfort, and there's the challenge. There's a lot of spilt cups there and feeling like, oh, but I'm going to be leaving all of this behind. But it's about being forward focused. If we always stay in what we know, then we stay the child, if you know what I mean, as a metaphor. We stay exactly where we are. But if we want to grow into the adult who's exploring horizons, we've got to eventually leave that place of comfort and see what is ahead, what is going to be, what is going to grow you. So be brave enough to recognize it is a choice. It is always a choice. You can stay where you are, or you can choose to grow. I know at the moment you're not yet decided, but Spirit is saying trust your intuition. The outside world is not going to give you the answer. So ultimately it is up to you. You do need to make that decision. So think about what you may want to create. Where do you see your life going? What's the outcome that you want? What do you want to create? So the Three of Pentacles is that beautiful energy of building, creating, collaborating, growing something. So think about that. Where are you moving towards? What do you want to create for your life? You've got so much going for you. Don't forget that, okay? We started off the reading with you being very much in a place of honouring your journey so far. So now we're at that next stage of you've got some decisions to make in your life. Where is that going to take you? So I'm going to pull a few more of those tarot cards before we finish your reading, because hopefully this will help you. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Aries. All right, this is lovely. Okay, hopefully this is going to help you. And again, there's no right or wrong answer here, Aries. Whatever you decide, I feel like Spirit is saying this is a time for you to honor your growth. This is a time for you to answer the call of your soul and your life's purpose. Okay, that's the Judgment card here. When you are weighing up the options of what do I do this or do I do that, in terms of what's next, what you want to create, the direction you want to go, where you see yourself being in your life, just know that you've got someone by your side that is absolutely supporting you in whatever action you decide to take. Okay, it's the Queen of Wands. Be bold, explore your creativity. Know that you can do this. Know that you've got the resources, you've got the ability to take action, and you are going to be supported. And when you're thinking about the past and we see the energy, well, do I stay where I am? Spirit is saying, I don't think so. Ace of Wands, this is your opportunity. Go for it. Live the life that you feel most passionate about and connected in terms of your purpose. This is new beginnings. This is your chance. Go and explore your dreams. Do what you need to do now, is what they're saying. So when you're looking at what's going to be more fulfilling in your life, well, the answer is go and explore it. Get some ideas. Try it. Paige is, yes, okay, you're feeling like a newbie in this space. Go get some information. Play with some ideas here. You're probably getting some things coming to you. Well, what could that look like? And explore the space, because you will be exploring it with your other special person. This is the Two of Cups. So think about it in terms of what's going to resonate for the both of you. Where do you see your life together? There is abundance, there's soulmate connection here for sure. Tap into that energy. What does that feel like for you in terms of the future? Where do you see yourselves going? There's a lot of abundance and good things that are in store for both of you. And I'm speaking to those that are in a new or current relationship. If you have not yet found that relationship, be open to that as well, because there is an energy there that's letting us know that you are open to having a spirit-led soul connection here in your life. The Page of Cups, well, when we looked at the Three of Pentacles about, well, what can you build in your life? What would you like to create? What does that look like? Well, really, again, tap into what's going to fulfill you and inspire you. So the Page of Cups here, what's going to help you to grow? We've got the butterflies here, we've got the seahorses. This is very much about exploring the space, feeling new in this area, but it is encouraging you to step forward. And even if it's just little steps at a time, take the action that's required and move forward. Forward direction is where it's at. Yes, you may like to feel the comfort of having some information to help you in that decision, but don't stay stuck there. Make sure that it's a forward direction. Look to the horizon, focus your sights ahead of you, and that's really going to help you. I hope this reading is resonating for you and that you've enjoyed it. And if you had, I really would love you to hit that like button. And if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please do that. You can always reach out to me for a personal reading for your particular circumstances. And if you like any coaching, if you're feeling stuck on some area, I can assist you with that as well. So I'm going to leave your reading at this, Aries. It's been so lovely to connect with you. I'm wishing you a fabulous month. Watch out for the mid-month readings that will be coming up in a couple of weeks' time. And in the meantime, have a fabulous September, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye now.